Greetings and welcome to the world of Pokemon. I, the amazing, dazzling, flamboyant Ronnie Fishman, will be your guide through this expedition of both the known and the unknown. Today, allow me to introduce you to the wonderful world of Pokemon, a magical world with tales to be told, people to be met, and countless eons of history to uncover. Due to advances in modern technology, an amazingly generous research funding by Silco, I will be dimension hopping to different locations and times in history so I can teach you, the general public, about the amazing, stunning, mesmerizing, and most of all, illuminating worlds in this multiverse that we share. Today, we're starting inside this cozy, quaint, and surprisingly roomy attic that I'm renting inside Newbark Town, located inside the dimension Soul Silver. However, I have notes from my good friend Professor Jameen about the parallel Hard Gold dimension. I will cite these notes whenever necessary. Before we continue with this adventure, let me give you a taste of what's to come. This world is full of magical creatures known as Pokemon. They come in all shapes and sizes. They even have elemental types that interact with each other. Pokemon also vary in strength from the smallest Rattata to the almighty Arceus. Now my personal favorite is Blastoise. I mean, it's a troll with cannons. What more can you want? As I have stated before, Pokemon have elemental types. Each Pokemon can have up to 2 types, and currently there are 18 known types, the Fairy type being the last addition to this list. Every type has its own list of strengths and weaknesses, and by combining types, the Pokemon gets the strengths and weaknesses of both types. Here are a few examples. First off, let's start with the Fire type. This type is full of Pokemon burning with passion and full of energy. Pokemon of this type commonly have parts on their body on fire. They somehow control the heat of this fire and can heat it up to burn opponents, or cool it down so that they don't burn their trainers or friends. Fire-type Pokemon can be found near volcanoes or in hot places like deserts. Some examples of this type are Cyndaquil, Torkoal, and Ponyta. Fire types are offensively super effective to Bug, Grass, Ice, and Steel. They are, however, not very effective towards Rock, Fire, Water, and Dragon. Additionally, they are defensively weak to Ground, Rock, and Water. And finally, they are resistant to Bug, Fire, Grass, Steel, Ice, and Fairy. Secondly, let's look at the Water type. My personal favorite type of Pokemon. This type is full of Pokemon who live in or live around water. Pokemon of this type can only breathe underwater, making them invaluable for any project that requires diving. The vast majority of water-type Pokemon live in large bodies of water, like this one. Some examples of water-type Pokemon are Magikarp, Contour, and Poliwrath. They are offensively super effective against rock, ground, and fire. Additionally, they are not very effective against water, grass, and dragon. Defensively, they are weak to grass and electric. And finally, they are resistant to fire, water, ice, and steel. And finally, let's take a look at the grass type. Pokemon of this type commonly merge with plants, and thus can use photosynthesis, in addition to eating other matter to supplement their diet. They can be found surrounded by other plant life. Some examples of this type include Tangela, Carnivine, and Turtle. They are offensively super effective against ground, rock, and water. They are not very effective against flying, poison, bug, fire, grass, dragon, and steel. Additionally, they are defensively weak to flying, poison, bug, fire, and ice. And finally, they are resistant to ground, water, grass, and electric. In this world, we catch and bond with Pokemon thanks to the help of a marvelous technology called the Pokeball. Pokeballs come in a multitude of different configurations based on what, when, and how you capturing said Pokemon. Certain Pokeballs work by turning a Pokemon's matter into artificial data, instantly making it so it's able to be stored within the Pokeball, regardless of size. Now, onto the Pokeball configuration. There are the basic four, being the Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, and the best of all, the mythical Master Ball. Alongside these four, there are over 25 other configurations commonly used today, and there are more that have either been lost to history or become obsolete over time, like the Hisuian Pokeball variants. It is strange how Pokemon can be turned into pure data like this. They can even be instantly deposited and withdrawn from Bill's PC system. Perhaps I should do more research on this and return with a full presentation for my lovely viewers. Now, the Pokemon world in almost every dimension is geologically identical to the planet Earth in what I will call the Prime Dimension. I've done a lot of studying on the mythology and beliefs of this Prime Dimension, and surprisingly, it seems like there are a lot of similarities in the mythologies of both dimensions. I will do more research and come back with more presentations about this at a later date. Our first region will be the beautiful region of Johto right here. It's a land full of rich history, beautiful architecture, puzzling ruins, and pleasant traditions. From the bustling Golden Line City to the quaint new park town, there's so much to learn and discover about the people and Pokemon living right here. And finally, before I sign off, thank you for watching and or listening to this introduction of the Pokemon world. I hope that this video will be enticing enough for you to keep coming back. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to reach out to me directly, feel free to join my Discord.